In Kenya, preparations are underway to hand over power to the next president. The committee charged with the duty of handling the transition of power said on Friday. The chairperson of the Assumption of Office Committee, Joseph Kinyua, said the team will work towards facilitating a smooth transition from President Uhuru Kenyatta, who was due to retire after serving 2 terms in office. Well, let's get the latest update now with our correspondent in Kenya, Sarah Kimani. Sarah, a good afternoon to you. What is the latest? What is happening right now?
Well, interesting that the transition committee, or what they are calling the handover power committee, is already working to hand over, to prepare for the transition from President Kenyatta to the new president. However, here at the National Tallying Center, there is still not a clear picture of who that person is. We have been following the news all day, and the chairperson of the commission saying that indeed it is admitting that the process of tallying is taking slower than they expected, but he says that they have until Monday to announce a winner. So what is happening now is that he has started reading out the results as they come in from the polling centers. So far, they have only read results for just about 500,000 registered voters. So we have a long way to go, considering just over 14 million people out of the 22.1 registered voters cast their ballots.
Yeah, we understand that there have also been reports of spoiled ballots and voter irregularities. What are observers saying about this, Sarah?
Well, what we know is that because the Electoral Commission says it received money late from the Treasury for preparations of the elections, there are a lot of people who were first-time voters, and so they had not gotten voter education. And the IEBC says it did not manage to distribute money to civil society organizations that would have carried out voter education. And they say the allocation from the Ministry of Finance was not enough. And so because of that, there are a lot of people, first-time voters, who got the 6 ballots and did not know when to tick, what to tick, whether it is a tick, whether it's an X besides the person they want. But also it could also be a continuation of the voter apathy that we are seeing, that those who actually decided that they would go to the polling stations decided to spoil their ballots, maybe by crossing the whole ballot paper, or maybe writing names on it just to ensure that indeed they turned up, but they ended up not making a choice, because a lot of the young people who have been spoken to about the lower voter turnout, the lower registration numbers, say they see nothing in this election for them.
And just quickly, at this point, things remaining still calm in Kenya and no threats of violence at this point, sir?
Well, we wouldn't know whether there will be threats of violence, because what happens is now people are waiting. The Electoral Commission has up to 7 days to announce the results. They have been following the tally on television, a bit of anxious moments, because all the television stations are showing different numbers. The reason being they are picking up their tallies from the public portal by the Electoral Commission. So depending on which area you begin, then you're definitely going to have different tallies. And then at one point, these television stations stalled. They were not giving any information. The IEBC was also not giving any information. So that created anxiety, but it has not brought a reason for people to pour out onto the streets to protest, because they are giving the IEBC time, the 7 days. So we are waiting and hoping that within the 7 days, the IEBC will announce, and that whoever is announced winner will accept, or whoever loses will accept.
Right, Sarah, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for keeping us updated on those elections in Kenya.